I'm here in Greece on a speaking tour where I'll be presenting some of my solutions to Greece's debt crisis. Nah, just kidding. I'm actually here in Greece on a speaking tour where I'll be talking at some of Greece's top business schools on how to grow and scale your company, entrepreneurship, personal branding, and sharing my journey through business. But currently, I'm here in Athens, Greece, the cradle of Western civilization, the home of Greek mythology, obviously, the birthplace of modern-day democracy, Plato, Socrates, the Olympics, major mathematical principles, and the gyro, or the euro. Athens is Europe's oldest capital, dating back 3,400 years ago, making it one of the oldest cities in the world. Ancient Greeks used to live in city-states, two of the most important being Athens and the other being Sparta! And because I'm in Greece, I just feel the need, I must mention the Greek god of sky and thunder, Debo.
What's up, Smoke? Nah.
I mean Zeus. And I just wanted to mention him for no reason at all. I just wanted to. Anyways, I'll show you guys around Athens and Thessaloniki if I have some time in between my talks. I hope you guys enjoy it. Peace. Athens is an interesting case study of architecture and is home to all kinds of styles, ranging from Greco-Roman to neoclassical to modern. Have it all. The marathon is a commemoration of the run of a Greek soldier who ran from Marathon to Athens to report the Athenian victory over the Persians. That's the Parthenon on top of the Acropolis. Acropolis actually means in ancient Greek acro, meaning top, highmost, and polis meaning city. The ancient Greeks believed the world was ruled by many different gods, and Mount Olympus was their home from where they ruled all of mankind. It's said that here in Athens it was Athena and Poseidon, who competed to who will become the patron, who will become the guardian of Athens. Poseidon, I believe, was the god of sea. It was funny, earthquakes and horses, and gave the gift of water. But it was the goddess Athena, this is the reason why Athens is called Athens, the goddess of wisdom, war, and craft, gave the olive tree, and that won the favor of the gods, making the olive tree to be considered, something sacred or holy here in Greece. And that is the reason why you have things like the olive wreath given to someone in the ancient Olympics. For when they won the Olympics, they'd wear the olive wreath, and you see it sometimes in videos and movies. Wanted to gather my thoughts before I spoke here in Athens and found this terrible view on the terrace. And if you see right there, that's the Mediterranean. Right there is the Mediterranean Sea. Athens, the birthplace of democracy, was actually ruled by the men of Athens, because citizens only over 18 could vote, women, slaves, and foreigners couldn't. So, not really democratic, right? Walking on this marble, you see why it was changed. All the sidewalks were actually changed here in Athens in 2003, right before, in time for the 2004 Athens game, because it was getting slippery. As I can feel this now, and seeing people, all kinds of different people slipping and sliding, and also just wear and tear. So yeah, it used to be all marble, but now they went to, I hope we get to it, some paved ways over there. So all over Greece are these just olive trees everywhere. Actually, Greece is the third largest producer of olive oil in the world. Here on the sacred hill, which is called the Acropolis, but the most important building on the sacred hill is the Parthenon, which is right there. It used to host the statue of golden ivory of the goddess Athena, and now those are the remnants of it. The Acropolis, this whole entire hill, is dubbed the symbol of World Heritage by UNESCO. Athens, the home of democracy, has experienced almost every kind of government, from communism to monarchy, socialism, capitalism, everything in between. Crazy to think that the fathers of Western philosophy like Socrates and Plato used to wander these streets. Aristotle taught here. I don't know, it sort of bugs me out. So you got a bunch of American tourists here. Actually, there was about 25 to 30 million tourists that came to Greece, a country of what, only about 10, 11 million people. So they actually have more people that come here than the actual population of the country. The sobering music reminds me of a fact that I read. I think it was, what, the Peloponnesian War between Sparta and Athens, the two city-states within now modern-day Greece. When they went to war, it was at the, this is why I don't know, I don't remember. It might be, I think it is, the end of the 5th century BC. And it was the end of the golden age of Greece.
σημαντικό το να μπορέσετε με οποιοδήποτε.
If you can see the wear and tear on the marble, I love it. I love the uniqueness. Super cool. 1868. It's a huge coffee co-working spot that was used to be an old school B&B original, and right here, this is where you have the stable of horses, and the reason why they had the stable of horses here was so that the heat from the animals would heat up the rooms upstairs. Real creative.
Square, it's this is a more central square in Thessaloniki.
Yeah.
You didn't have any time like to
I know.
walk around and explore the city. You need to come back.
Yeah. So this is the landmark of Thessaloniki, which is the second largest city in Greece, and that's the Mediterranean Sea, and you can see a bunch of big ships there. I believe, I'm gonna freestyle this, Jacqueline Kennedy, who was married to John F. Kennedy, when she got remarried, she married Anastasia, I think his name, Onassis, who was a shipping magnate or part of a family that was a shipping magnate. And you see that the shipping industry is massive here, and you can see there in the back a bunch of other ships just because of where they're geographically located. But yeah, this is the major landmark here in Thessaloniki, Greece. It's cool to see modern Greek architecture inspired by old Greek architecture. Sunset here in Greece. Pillars, literally thousands of years old, still here. So that's the Acropolis. And as my man Tariq said, people want to know how the Parthenon was built. Duh. They used cranes. The way that ancient Greeks got rid of their politicians were that they would write on broken pieces of pottery, like the hated politician's name, and if that politician got more than 600 pieces of pottery written with his name on it, he would be banished from the city for more than 10 years. I think if we just had that system now, how many politicians would just be straight gone? The Olympics was born here in Greece, and in 776 was the first Olympics in Olympia. That's why it's got its name. But only in 1896 and in 2004 were the games ever held here in Athens. With some of the Greek people I know, especially after the economic crisis, right? I think in 2009, but it just took a longer time to evolve here. They say it's a country with the poorest people, but has the richest men. But interestingly enough, in ancient Athenian time, the richest Athenians paid the most taxes. So just imagine if we had that system now. But yeah, that system no longer exists.